Interfaith Movement for Human Integrity, Reverend Deborah Lee.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say what a privilege it has been for the faith community with all of you to be part of the process of passing AB 32, this historic bill. I think when we heard about the bill in June, it resonated so deeply to so much of the work that we have been doing over the years around the detention facility in Richmond and here, and it just felt like something so concrete and so right that we would be involved. So I want to first of all thank everyone who was part of writing letters and making calls and going up to Sacramento and holding the vision that yes, we can be a state, we can be a country which outlaws, bans, prohibits the use of private prisons anywhere, for anybody. And I want to just remind us as the faith community why that was so important. One, because we do believe that every person is sacred, that every person deserves justice, compassion, human rights, humane treatment, regardless of the color of their skin, their nationality, their immigration status, or their worst mistake. None of us, the scripture says that none of us are born for bondage. We are born for human freedom. And we need to work towards that world, a world where people are valued and appreciated, that no one is stigmatized, excluded, diminished, incarcerated, locked away, or exploited. As some of you know, our organization has named both the criminalization and incarceration of immigrants, but also the criminalization and incarceration of everybody. Mostly people of color, but also poor people, people with mental illness, women. We have to call for an end to carceral and military solutions because they don't work. They create more problems. We need different solutions and a vision for a different way of creating safety and security by fulfilling human need. By addressing root causes. The root causes that existed in Oakland, why people got trapped into the incarceration system. The root causes that are in Honduras, why people end up being forced to migrate, stuck at the border right now, the 50,000 people stuck on the other side of Mexico. Private prisons do not belong in our vision, a vision of a world where everyone is cherished and treated as sacred. Today, thousands of our friends and neighbors are unjustly locked away in immigration detention and a system of over-incarceration colored by deep racism in our country. And corporations who have been part of this are making billions of dollars a year in profit on this system, while our families, your families, the community's families live with separation and economic hardship every day. We must remember that people are dying in these facilities every day. And this system is a needless system of suffering, and they must be closed today. Amen. So you all were part of a process that said these systems should close in 2020, and ICE today is trying to undermine that. This history of rogue behavior as an agency that is beyond accountability, beyond congressional oversight, well, that has to stop. And we are asking Governor Newsom and Xavier Becerra, our Attorney General, to enforce the law and the will of the people of California, the values that we hold, that our friends and neighbors should be released. They must be released. We have done everything we could. We have played by the rules. We have passed the law. We've gone through the process. ICE is breaking those rules, and we need the Attorney General to step in today on behalf of the people of California. So that is our message today. We are in a season, the season of light. We'll be moving into a beautiful ritual to talk about the 8 candles of Hanukkah, the candles of peace and justice that still need to nourish us, still need to be lit today. But if anything, we need each one of you. There's going to be more to do in 2020. But ICE is trying to subvert the law and get these contracts signed by next Friday, when a lot of us are like, not going to be paying attention to much anymore, right? They're trying to get these contracts signed by next Friday. So that means that this week, that means that today, we need to call Xavier Becerra and Governor Newsom and say, what are you doing to step in? Because we need you to step in, because there's other people that Hai met, that Ruin met, that Charles Joseph, those of you will hear more about him today. He's in Mesa Verde now. They are expecting to be able to be released. Let's not disappoint them, and let's not betray our values, and let's make this law happen. It's been us, it's always the people who make it happen, so let's just take the next step. So thank you.